Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next part of Scrydan Plays Hytale. I'm, of course, your host, Scrydan, the one who plays Hytale, and we are on yet another part 5, or no, 6. No, I swear I'm not trying to do that gag. But what gag? Who knows? Okay, so I did a little bit of off-camera farming. How much farming? Well, I have been just grinding a little. Now, there's something very special about this particular row. I have been growing for a while, and it seems like every once in a while you get these special versions of the seed that is self-replanting. So as soon as you harvest, it will replant itself, as opposed to needing to craft the wheat seeds and do the process all over again. So it's been pretty cool, pretty awesome. Now there's another thing I wanted to I saved just so I can do it on camera, because I like at least doing the upgrades on camera nonetheless. We managed to get ourselves some lettuces. I was about to say cabbages, but like those are not cabbages. Anyway, I'm not crazy. You're crazy. So we got lots of essence of life. How much? Well, if you have 100 essence of life, you can craft one of these. And I've been at it for a while. I've also been a little bit out and about. So if you see a couple of other items, it's because I been a little off camera while just waiting for the farm. Nothing too uh, amazing that I needed to show you. But anyway, let's upgrade. Now, this upgrade is pretty good. Why is this upgrade good? Well, we now have the ability to take our excess wheat and craft these. And I have a lot of wheat, as you can see. So we're in good hands. We'll craft all the ones except for our whole row. Yeah, so we got a lot of this essence of life, which is pretty useful to craft your various seeds. And oh yeah, we also have corn and carrots now. Oh, and it took me the longest time to realize, hey, I wonder where I can get the lettuce. I could just make this. I don't know why. I saw that I could make the wheat, but I completely blindsided by the fact that I could do the lettuce. So yeah, that was fun. Okay. Yeah. I have a lot of life, you could say. I'm just chocked full of it. used to be some over here. I'll make sure that's still the case. Okay, that should cover everything. Oh yeah, and I can show this off. Yeah, it just grows itself. This one? No. This doesn't grow itself. This is the special stuff right here. Yeah, I understand. You'll have to forgive me. Okay, I will stop looking at the very triggering row of lettuce. Almost said cabbage again. I don't know why I keep thinking of cabbage. Okay. Ooh, pepper. Very good. I love me a good pepper. Ooh, spice of life. Wow, it still takes level 3 to get carrots. I mean, it makes sense because we just got the seeds for this level. It makes sense that you need to go ahead and get enough of this to level up again. Oh, this is actually rather doable. Okay, so we just need 10 each, and we should be pretty good. Pretty well off. Honestly, I'll do this so that I don't accidentally make a cursed row of carrots. I also really like the timing of the rain. It just knows when it should rain. A good rain knows when to bring forth its blessing. But yeah, it's a bit of a cycle. You get more essence of life and wheat, and then you can turn that wheat back into essence of life. And yeah, that's and once you get kind of into a momentum of sorts, kind of get a little addicting. Every once in a while, I also kind of look to make sure if I got some of the uncommon variety of wheat seeds, because I could always grow some more. But again, it's a little rare. So, it took a while to get this whole entire row. It indeed did. buddy. Get crushed. Bush. Ooh. Yeah. That spider was caught unawares. The harvest. It is upon us. Oh, not that one though. Yeah, one thing I do like about block interact being a key is if you press it and it's not ready, obviously you're not going to accidentally break it back up before it's ready. So having a dedicated key to interact with crops, the doors, and everything else is a pretty good idea. It is well founded. Okay. Ooh! Ooh! We got one of these. So this is what I was talking about. We got one of these. And when you plant one of these, they will simply indefinitely replant itself. Which is pretty nice. Oh, and also I planted a couple of trees around the area to make it look a little nicer around here. I eventually want to plant a couple of flowers and maybe decorate this to make it look a little less dilapidated, but for now, it does its job well. Oh, one other thing I think I like about this system of farming is that plants are not based on a random timer. It's on a rather predictable timer. In fact, the exact order you're planting it, you'll just see it be kind of growing up in the cycle that you planted it. So it's kind of interesting. You plant half of it and you look over and you already see the first stage sprouting up all over. Kind of cool. I like that. I think it's really good. Yeah, I have a lot of this. There we go. It was somewhere. Oh yeah, just keeps on growing, keeps on growing. those things that drop the void. There's also other creatures out there. Yeah, I think at some point I'm gonna try to see about getting like a water bucket or something and seeing if it works somewhat similar to having a water source nearby, but not entirely sure if that's the case or not. Won't know until I try, I guess. Oh yeah, I can go to sleep. Made this bed for a reason. Noit, noit. Gotta wait for enough time to pass so they can go to sleep. Sleep, sleep. And of course, everything is all nice and grown. Also, in a certain game, if you did that, you would have ruined your farmland. However, this game's farmland is a little bit more resilient. You can literally throw down a block and it just won't care. Whether that's realistic or not, that's a different story altogether, but not everything has to be how we know it. That's what I like about Hytale. It's trying to do different things in its own fun way. Some people probably won't understand that though. They're like, oh my god, it has to do everything like Minecraft, or oh my god, it did it just like Minecraft. Oh my god. People are gonna be just losing their mind. I can do one more. So this essentially means I have 2,100 life essence. Pretty good. Pretty good. I love that I can condense it like this. I'm always a fan when you have a big resource like this and you can then condense it. Of course, there's going to be something that requires this too, so it's not like it's just only condensing. But I like it. I like that you can merge that. Okay. Oh yeah. I should have enough to upgrade to the third tier. Ooh, we did this on camera. We got from 1 to 2, and now we're gonna upgrade this. Bam. More stuff available. Now we can plant cauliflower and turnips. But we're not gonna throw these turnips at people. These turnips are for eating, not throwing at people. You get it, Peach? Don't be wasting your turnips. Don't do it. One and two people will get that, probably. I mean, you do. You don't. Ooh, this one actually requires some greater life essence to upgrade. Okay, well, to grow 20 of each of these, that's already basically what I need. So, 20 of each. Oh, apparently I ran out. Let me de-condense it a little. There we go. There we go. And just in the nick of time too. Oh yeah, I should have already went over here and grabbed this because it's just infinite regrowth. And of course, try to make sure water. Weird. Okay, apparently, that managed to until itself. That was weird. Yeah, do that so I can plant the other crop over here. Okay. And it's basically a cycle. Yeah, I guess the other stuff does tend to use less of the essence. Although I do wonder if it'll earn you more essence and back, probably. Because you invest a little more, and you get a little more. And just like that, you already just have a plant that just starts on the next level. Not even a seedling level. Yeah. This is basically the farming episode. Oop. Part 2. myself about 20 more. Okay. And then I got some left over to replace a few of these when they inevitably grow up. And then of course we want to make sure that these are wet because plants will grow much faster otherwise. I mean, in some cases you can see that as soon as I even sprinkle it with water, it basically just grows like a weed. Yeah, that's the cycle. It is the cycle. I could probably wait for these crops to grow and then jump straight into the next upgrade, and I think that'll be the end of this video. Yeah, I have to say, there's some good things in here. There's some good ideas. There's some ideas that definitely could obviously be improved, but again, for an early access game, it offers a lot. Like, this game, when it comes out as early access, it kind of raises the bar for what, you know, some early access games could already be in terms of quality. But to be fair, it also had, you know, a bit of time to get some of these things made. Would have been good to have a couple more years, as would be the case if, you know, the new engine didn't try to take over, but oh well. At least we have Hytale. Like, the kinds of things that had to have happened to make this happen, it's a darn miracle, that's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, one thing I really like is that the day actually feels quite nice. It's nice and lengthy. It doesn't feel like you blink and the day is over. I feel like it's a proper length of a day cycle. And the fact is, you can change the setting to be even twice as long if you want, if you wanted to. Not sure who wants to make it last 2 hours or something like that. Or it's about 40 minutes, I'm not sure. It does feel twice as long as Minecraft. All I have to say is it is pretty good. Also, yes, I know it looks ridiculous, but until I have a proper hanging light source, that is kind of what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Also, I used to have print screen BP, but I remembered a reason why I sometimes don't do that. And that's for the very simple fact that when I do that, if I type into a search box or what have you, it would then take a print screen of me typing. It could be nice for the game to ignore that while you're actively typing into a text box, but again, it's easier to just, use any key that's not on your, not for typing purposes, if you want to do that. But yeah, print screen key works really good for screenshots. And once in a while, I kind of want to, you know, take little screenshots of memory. This is it. This was day 1. It's about 5 a.m. for me in Germany. So that means basically it's been 12 hours since release. 12 hours and 43 minutes. Yeah, we might be getting that crop very soon. Hopefully we don't end up getting chest monsters. It's inevitable though. Everyone who ever has a bunch of chests, they always turn into monsters. And they grow exponentially out of control. That is the way. But who knows? Maybe there's a way to avoid that fate. Yeah, as long as you try to have a vague idea of where to organize things, that's mostly fine. Okay. There we go. Oh. Dang it. Apparently that one spot wasn't watered. Seriously? Ugh. And sometimes the water just gives out randomly. Like 30 of the seeds, or buy, make. I mean, you could see it as buying, but then again, it's just going from me to me to me to me. Buying it from the cycle of life. I guess you could see it that way. Still have to get all these. Yes. We get rain. Good rain is always good to see. That's 20 of the cauliflower. Now we just have to wait for these slow turnips. These 17 could do it. Oh no. They had to be dry. And ironically, now it rains. Yes. This is what I wanted. Always, every single time. Another row of seeds. Okay. Which one will win? This one or this one? Left or right? Up or down? Plant A, plant B, plant B, plant A, plant A, plant B. Does it really matter? Well, in the end, winner, chicken fucking dinner. They were rather close. It might have been a tie, actually. Well, moment of truth. Hell yeah, we got tier 3. We've been farming it up. Bam. Now we're at this level. Redwood trunks. Of course, then there's all the unknown items and undiscovered stuff. Also the temple. And I could probably go there next episode. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. We've been doing a lot of farming, so perhaps it's time to do a bit of adventure again. Yeah, I think that we should. Well, I'd like to thank everyone for watching this raw experience to kind of get an idea of how the game is and, you know, give feedback at the same time. This mostly serves myself to self-document my experience because sometimes I wonder, and what was it really like when I played Minecraft Alpha, or when I played, you know, the earliest days of Terraria. Like, I really wanted to, you know, capture that feeling, and I feel like, at the very least, this recording, or set of recordings, I've kind of done just that. I'm kind of happy things are going pretty good. and the game has been fun. Yeah. I'm really bad at ending videos. Can't you tell? Wow. No one can tell. Shh, don't tell them. Anyway, I'm gonna stop things for real. Again, thanks for watching, and next time I think we're gonna go and see what that's all about. I think it'd be interesting what it may be. Anyway, bye. This is Scrydan signing off. Bye bye.